Hello and welcome back to FC26 Spin the Wheel edition, brought to you by myself, Bevchenko. We have some breaking news and it is massive. So Morgan Gibbs-White had a bid accepted by Newcastle with 1 hour to go on transfer deadline day. I've just been informed by our board, as you can see here, that talks with Morgan Gibbs-White's proposed move to Newcastle United have broken down. Agreement on terms couldn't be reached. Therefore, our captain, our talisman, our top scorer, our top assister, Morgan Gibbs-White, will actually be staying at the club. That actually causes a problem because we brought in Marcelo to replace him. Marcelo had an unbelievable start on his debut. And Morgan Gibbs-White was disappointed that we left him out of the starting lineup. So somehow I've got to keep everyone happy. But first, we have a game against Preston North End in the Carabao Cup. Let's see what the wheel says on how we have to approach this game. So Preston North End in the Carabao Cup, third round, which is the furthest we made it last season. And it is no using the sprint button. This is going to be tough. So there are no changes to the starting lineup for the team that beat Liverpool last time out. But as the wheel said, we cannot, I repeat, cannot use the sprint button all game. Already I'm struggling to not use it. This is tough. Vukovic. Oh my goodness, this is atrocious, guys. How are we supposed to win this? Our team is literally built for sprinting. Oh, Fordson wins it back off Malcolm. Story takes it all the way back. Not using the sprint button is horrific. I do not recommend this to anyone. Vukovic. I'm essentially playing for penalties here. And we know what happened last time we were in the Carabao Cup. Third round on penalties. And there's a save by Matt Sells. It's going to be a tough game. We would absolutely batter these if it was a normal game. A great save. I think there was a shot by Lindsay, I believe. Great save by Matt Sells. Lindsay again. Wins the header. Danendoy comes off. Normally he'd be sprinting full pelt now. Yeah, it's puts through ball to Mauro Jr. Also a new signing from the September deadline. Our new left back after we lost Nico Williams. Oh, Fordson again with another interception from Jed Spence. McCann. To Gibson. Namaso to Whiteman. Fordson again. Lovely little play by Preston. And Namaso with another shot. We're getting absolutely battered here. Don't know how to approach this game without the sprint button. Yates. Elliot Anderson plays it across to Fofana. Fortunately, he's just rapid anyway. He's like having a sprint button. Cheat code. Malcolm gives it to Coutinho. The 16-year-old retaining his place today after his debut performance and his second game where he linked up play really well again. Happy to keep him in that starting lineup. Thanks to the wheel. We only had to play him for one game, but he's thoroughly deserving of staying in this team. Moussa Niakate wins the ball back, gives it to Danendoy, lays it off to Jed Spence, who plays it down the line. They've got one away here. Jed Spence needs to get on his bike, and he does. Forest half chance here. No sprint button, remember. Great play. Turns inside as Malcolm gets a shot away. Easily saved by Iverson. Half chance for Forest. We need to make the most of these, because I don't think we're going to get many playing without a sprint button. For Dadson to McCann. Gibson. Playing it through to McCann once again. Plenty of space in midfield there. Osmajic to Fofana. Wins it back. Plays it back to Moussa Niakate. Cross to Murato. Ryan Yates. Lovely ball by Yates to Danendoy. Looks for that overlap again from Jed Spence. He gets it, but it's blocked by Vukovic. Fordson advances forward, back to Vukovic, down the line. And Fofana. Oh, Danendoy wins it back. Looking for a bit of a run by Malcolm, and he gets it. Coutinho. Oh, I just shoved off the ball by Story. I was about to put Dan and Doy through there, I believe. Fordson wins it back. Gibson puts it out left. Vukovic. Seen a lot of the ball today. It's Fordson and Vukovic down this left-hand side for Preston. So is McCann actually, but he's the one who's driving it forward. Playing these little balls to Osmacic. Namaso tries to get a shot away. Junior wins it. Ball over the top by Malcolm. If we had the sprint button, would have been away. Whiteman. Dan and Doy gets turned by Vukovic. Ryan Yates is trying to track the best he can. And it's half-time, 0-0. I'd be happy to get to penalties on this. If we could snatch a 1-0, I'd be very happy. It's tough, really tough playing without the sprint button. You should try it sometime. No changes for the second half. Nottingham Forest 0, Preston North End 0. Live from the City Ground in the Carabao Cup third round. Fana looking for a run. It's a nice little play by Malcolm. Gives it to Coutinho. Gets shoved off the ball again. McCann. To Whiteman. Fafana picks it up. Ball over the top. And he... Oh my goodness! The 16-year-old has done it again. What a header by Luis Henrique Coutinho. The 16-year-old wonder kid. Let's see that again. Dink over the top by Fafana. And a header from 19, 20 yards out. Lobs the keeper. 1-0 Forest. What a goal. Unbelievable finish from the 16-year-old. How is he only 59 rated? Unbelievable. 59 rated is playing like a seasoned veteran. And that is only his third game, and he's got 2 goals so far. And he could be putting us through to the Carabao Cup 4th round under very challenging terms set by the wheel to not use the sprint button. Forrest got to be careful not to let Preston get a shot away. Junior, excellent play by the new left back. Malcolm. Ball to Yates. Gives it to Coutinho. Coutinho's looking for runners. He finds the runner over the top. Not a foul there, referee. No. Gives it to Malcolm. Gets a shot away. Saved by Everson. Cuts it back. Finish. Coutinho again. Who celebrates in style with his 2nd goal of the day. Another great finish by the 16-year-old. Initial great save from Malcolm. Cut back by Dan and Doy, and a simple finish for Coutinho. Malcolm's also playing really well since coming into this team. I don't know how Morgan Gibbs-White is going to get his place back. Which is bizarre, considering he was our top scorer by a mile last year. And our top assister. I honestly don't know how to fit him in. I can't even put him on the wing, because the wingers are good as well. Oh, that's a tough challenge there on Coutinho. Next up for Nottingham Forest is a home game against Crystal Palace in the league. So we'll have to be ready for that one. Hopefully we'll be allowed to use the sprint button again then. Good see Malcolm. Strong on the ball, but Whiteman comes away successfully with it. Gives it away to Ryan Yates. Gives it to Coutinho. Looking for a bit of help, Coutinho. And he's got it. Oh, Malcolm just gets his ball blocked there. Dan and Doy looks for Coutinho again. Left foot by Coutinho. Wins a corner. Looking for a hat-trick is the young man. I think we'll go sub Coutinho now, so he's not going to get his hat-trick. Igor Jesus is going to come on for the final 15 minutes. But what a performance from the 16-year-old boy wonder. The referee's blowing for something here. Looks like it's a ball for Preston. Vukovic coming off now for Preston as well. They put on Frokier. and blast it straight out for a throw-in. I don't know how our players are so fatigued. They've not sprinted all game. Well, half a chance here because Musa Niakate's had to come out of position. Got to be careful. A great win by Morato, who's also keeping Raul Asensio out of the team at the moment. Our big money signing in the transfer window. And he can't even get a game yet. Morato with that amazing assist against Liverpool in the dying seconds to get the winner for Forest. So I can't drop him at the moment. Well won by Malcolm. Lindsay picks it up though. Fordson bringing it forward. 7 minutes remain of normal time. And Musa Niakate wins the ball and ends that Preston attack. Here comes Fofana. Gives it to Igor Jesus, who's looking for a bit of support. He's not going to get it. Elliot Anderson wins the ball though. Fofana's got a bit of space here. Could whip a cross in. It's a terrible cross. Goes straight out for a throw-in. And that's the end of the action for Fofana as Callum Hudson-Odoi comes on. Thompson comes on for Preston as well, as they ring the changes with 2 minutes to go. Potts. So we would really struggle to get anything from this game if we were playing Premier League opposition. I guarantee it. We're very fortunate that the wheel has given us the no sprint button in a Carabao Cup game. But there's the win. 2-0 to Nottingham Forest and two goals for the wonder kid, Luis Enrique Coutinho. So Nottingham Forest at home once again against Crystal Palace, who find themselves foot of the table at the moment. But how do we need to play the game? Let's ask the wheel. So Palace are the visitors to the world famous City Ground. And Nottingham Forest, according to the wheel, must promote a youth player and start him. If it's anything to go by with how the last promotion of a youth player goes, I'm going to be very, very happy. But let's see who we can bring from our youth academy into the first team setup. So as mentioned previously, when we look to bring Luis Enrique Coutinho through, our youth squad is looking pretty good in terms of potential, but overall they're not so great. I feel like we could get away with dropping Ryan Yates and bringing in a CDM. I think that's the safest play. I don't really want to put too many attacking players in there because we really need that pace. Left back's an opportunity, but Maro Jr. is playing fantastic as well. But it is for one game. Do we need that backup at left back? We probably do. We haven't got another backup. So I think we're going to give Stuart Jordan a call up and give him his debut for the club and promote him to the senior team. So the only change to the game today is Stuart Jordan, the youth player, as per the wheel, promoted to the first team today, will be making his debut at left back. Let's give him the ball. Let's give him a touch. And here he is. Jordan on his debut. Gives it to Malik Fofana. Luis Enrique Coutinho continues his fine form and retains his place in the starting lineup as well. He was only supposed to play for one game as per the wheel, but how can you drop a man? Oh well, how can you drop a boy who is in such good form? He's really brought this team to life. We were struggling actually for about 8 games beforehand, before his debut, which he scored on, and then we've hit a nice purple patch of form at the moment. But this won't be an easy game. Branthwaite now playing for Crystal Palace. Great signing for those guys. Would have loved him myself. I was eyeing him up at one point. I didn't think it was realistic because I thought he'd have to go to one of the big 6 teams. Malcolm drives it forward. Looks for Coutinho to make a run. Coutinho does make a run. Doesn't have the pace though, Coutinho. Too young to have such pace. Kamada. Back to Mingueza. Esse. Esse's a nice option on that wing for someone. Probably not realistic for Nottingham Forest though. So now we're back to using the sprint button. Obviously against Preston North End, the wheel stopped us from using the sprint button at all. Somehow we came away with a 2-0 win thanks to that amazing looping header, which will no doubt get goal of the week. Well, and Coutinho mistimed his run there. Harassling. Cuts it to Lerma. Great stop by Murato once more. And here comes Ryan Yates, club captain, Mr. Nottingham Forest. And he's just been absolutely done by Ndicka. Jed Spence using his pace to get back. Absolutely tormenting Harassling there. Who's a foul for some reason. Great play by Malcolm to Coutinho. He's going to need support. And he gets it with Elliot Anderson. So Coutinho again. Looking for a bit of a run by Dan Ndoye. Great play by Coutinho to Malcolm. Finds himself in such attacking positions. Dan Ndoye whips a cross in. Free header for Elliot Anderson. 1-0. Great goal. 28 minutes played. Nottingham Forest 1-0 up. At home to 20th place, Crystal Palace. Didn't think we'd be saying that this season. Obviously, I believe they lost Dean Henderson in the transfer window because I think he was playing for... I can't remember who we played the other day. But I'm sure we saw him at some point. It's Dan Ndoye on the attack once more. Happy to be using sprint. He's looking for Coutinho to make a run, which he should. Dinka. Oh, it's handball. Should be a yellow card, I believe. No. So Malcolm is now the designated free kick taker. How are we going to do with this one? Here's the opportunity for Malcolm. First free kick in Forest colours. Great whip on it, but just wide of the post. Coutinho chasing Ndicka as the ball is played quickly from the goal kick. Lacroix. First time I've seen him today. Terrific little player is Lacroix. Des brings it forward. Is it back to Ndicka, to Lerma. Xerxes playing for Crystal Palace now. It's the first time we've seen him on the ball. And Dan Ndoye steals it off him. Great ball to Coutinho. On his weaker foot. Oh, he's put it wide. The 16-year-old unhappy with himself there. Oh, I should have scored that one. It's probably one of the easiest shots he's actually missed, but it was on his weaker foot. So we'll let him off a little bit. Plus he's 16 and 59 rated, so I can't be too upset with it. And we're still winning, so it's not affected us. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us, though. No doubt Evan Nielsen will get a run in the second half for him at some point. Dest down the line to Harassling. 1 minute added time. Jefferson Lerma. Bringing the ball across to Kamada, and there is the whistle gone. Good first half from Nottingham Forest. No changes for Forest or Crystal Palace at the half as Xerxes kicks it off and Palace blast it out for a throw-in. And Haraslin's won the ball there, and it looks like it's free kick to Forest. Bit of a foul. Not sure what for. Thought it was a fair challenge. Ryan Yates brings it forward to Malcolm. Gives it to Coutinho. Looks to dink a ball over the top to Fofana. Fantastic bit of skill from the 16-year-old. As Fofana puts the ball back in. And it bounces across the penalty area. And out the other side to Dest, who brings it forward. Cuts the ball inside. Is won by Malcolm. Is lost by Malcolm. Kamada, Harassling. Palace looking to charge forward this half. Great play by Dest, who gives it to Coutinho. Another foul there. And that is the last bit of action for Coutinho as Evan Nielsen gets a run out for the final 38 minutes. Lerma's gone off and Adam Wharton has come on now. So Adam Wharton's actually a substitute. So that's one to keep an eye on for Nottingham Forest for the January transfer window. As would be keen in Adam Wharton, but we have no money left. We thought we had money, but the Morgan Gibbs-White transfer fell through, and now Morgan Gibbs-White can't get back in the team. So a bit of a conundrum at the moment. It wouldn't surprise me if he starts demanding to leave. It's not up to me, it's up to the wheel. Malcolm to Coutinho. Brings it back to Fofana. It's not Coutinho, it's Evan Nielsen. And here he is, Evan Nielsen on the ball. Plays it to Malcolm. who gets through and scores a beautiful goal. That's his second goal of the season for Nottingham Forest. 2-0 to Nottingham Forest. At home. Oh, and Evan Nilsson's broke through here. Could be half a chance again. Plays the ball to Malcolm. The Brazilian contingency is doing fantastic at the moment. The relationship between the players and the cohesion. Fantastic. Braithwaite to Kamada. Gutted I don't have Jared Braithwaite. Migueza to Kamada. Fofana looking to steal it off him. He doesn't. Braithwaite wins it back. There's a left back on his debut. Hasn't had much to do today as the young left back. But he's done a job. Ndicka to Kamada. To Xerxes. Adam Wharton. Ndicka. Des. Palace knocking it around nicely now at the back, but they need to stream it forward if they want a chance to gain something out of this game. Migueza. Play on, says the referee. And Fofana wins the ball back, uses his pace. Down the line. Evan Nilsson's running in. He's got the strength to get there, but he doesn't have the pace as Braithwaite cleans up. Des to Wharton. Wharton loses out there as well. Should be a fine header for Morato, and it is. Jed Spence picks it up. 117 passes to 45. It's not the tail of the game. Forest have dominated where it matters, and that's in goals. Fofana fouled there, play on. Evan Nilsson looking to try and get a shot away, but closed down by Braithwaite once more. Acquire to Dest. Brings it to Adam Wharton once more. Palace have looked so much more adventurous since Adam Wharton's come on the pitch. Lacroix to Kamada. Nice little turn by Kamada. 3-6 turn to get the better of Ryan Yates. And here's Xerxes. Xerxes through. Moves to Nakate, chasing him down. Jed Spence gets a block in, the keeper. Matt Sells with a great initial save. Parried it out into danger, but manages to gather it once more. Oh, that's a big tackle by Migueza. And there's left back Jordan comes flying in as well. The ball bounces, unfortunately, not to him. SA versus Jordan. There he is, the left back. Excellent play by the left back who wins a goal kick. And there's a yellow card from Migueza after that hefty challenge. Nakate. Jordan on the ball now. Brings it forward. The left back on his debut. He's looking for a ball to Fofana, and that's an excellent ball. Can he cut inside? He does cut inside. Half a chance here. And saved by Benitez. And the left back Jordan comes off now. Great debut for number 28. As Mauro Jr. comes on for the corner and surely the last piece of action for the day. And that should be the whistle, I think. And that is 2-0 Nottingham Forest. Perfect result for the club today, despite the dangers of the wheel. And that's all for today's episode. If you don't know the rules of the Spin the Wheel series, check out the description below and make sure you subscribe to join us on this journey, as things are not always easy. Until next time, cheers.